The President of India is the President of India is elected by. The term of office of the President of India. The minimum age required to be elected as President of India is. Who administered the oath of office to the President of India? Who acts as President in the absence of both the President and Vice President? The impeachment of the President of India can be initiated by. The real executive power in India vested in. The President's rule in a state is imposed under which article? The Indian Parliament consists of. The maximum strength of Lok Sabha is. The Rajya Sabha is also known as. Maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is. Who presides over the Rajya Sabha? Money bills can be introduced only in. Who decides whether the bill is money bill or not? The joint sitting of both houses of parliament is presided over by. Who has the power to dissolve the Lok Sabha? A minister who is not a member of parliament must get elected within. The Supreme Court of India was established on. The Supreme Court of India consists of. The first Chief Justice of India was. The judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by. Minimum age for appointment as the judge of the Supreme Court is. The retirement age of a Supreme Court is. The removal of Supreme Court judge is done by. The power of judiciary review is vested in. Who can seek enforcement of fundamental rights directly to the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court is the guardian of. The Attorney General of India is appointed by. The Attorney General must be qualified to become. The Attorney General of India holds office for. The first Attorney General of India was. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India is appointed by. The Comptroller and Auditor General hold office for. The Comptroller and Auditor General of India can be removed by. The Comptroller and Auditor General submit report to. The Comptroller and Auditor General is known as. The President of India is elected under which article? The Vice President of India is elected under which article? The Prime Minister of India is elected under which article? Under which article Council of Ministers are appoints? Under which article Attorney General of India is appoints? The Chief Justice and judges of the High Courts are appointed under which article? The Comptroller and Auditor General is appointed under which article? The Governor of a state is appointed under which article? Under which article Chairman and members of the Union Public Service Commission elected? The Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioner are appointed under. Under which article Finance Commissioner are appointed? Part 6 of the Constitution of India deals with. Who appoints the Governor of a state in India? The Governor of a state holds office for. The executive power of the state vested in. Who administered the oath of office to the Governor? Which of the following power can Governor exercise without the advice of Council of Ministers? The Governor can promulgate ordinances under. The state legislature consists of which of the following state has unicameral legislature? The maximum strength of a state legislative assembly is the governor power to withhold or reserve a bill for the president consideration is given under the maximum life of state legislative assembly is the legislative council of a state is which article empowers High Court to issue writs? Which article provides for the transfer of High Court judge from one High Court to another? Judicial service is defined under the first High Court of India was established at which article defines the term state for part 6? There shall be a governor for each state mentioned in which article vests the executive power of the state in governor? The governor can nominate how many members to the legislative council? Which of the following state has a bicameral legislative? The governor assent to a bill is provided under Part 7 of the Constitution originally deals with which of the following? Which article was included under Part 7 of the Constitution? Part 7 of the Constitution was repealed by which constitutional amendment? The 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956 was related to? After the 7th Amendment Act, the classification of Indian state was changed to? Which of the following was a Part B state before 1956? How many articles were there in Part 7 before repeal? Which schedule originally classified states as Part A, B, C, and D? Which state from Part B category had its own constitution before 1956? Which article directly got deleted from the Constitution due to 7th Amendment Act? Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with union territories? Which article provides for the administration of union territories? Who administer the union territories? Which article deals with High Court of Union Territories? Which of the following union territory has separate legislative assembly? Article 239A was inserted by which constitutional amendment? The National Capital Territory of Delhi was given legislative assembly through which article? Which constitutional amendment gave a special status to the National Capital Territory of Delhi? Which article from Part 8 has now become re-edented? Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the Panchayat? The Panchayat Raj system was constitutionalized by which Amendment Act? When did the 73rd Amendment Act come into force? Which article defines the term Panchayat? According to Article 243B, Panchayat Raj system exists at which article deals with the Gram Sabha? Which article provides for the composition of Panchayat? Reservation of seats for scheduled tribes, scheduled castes and women in Panchayati is given under? What is the normal term as per the Constitution? The State Election Commission for Panchayati is provided under? Which article provides for the State Finance Commission? The 11th schedule of the Constitution contains subjects related to? The Panchayati Raj system in India is based on the recommendation of which committee? Minimum age for contesting Panchayat election is? Which article bars interference of courts in Panchayat matters before the completion of election? Part 10 of the Constitution of India deals with? Which article deals with the administration schedule and tribal areas in states other than Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram? Which article deals specifically with tribal areas in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram? Which schedule deals with the schedule and tribal areas? The sixth schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with. Under the fifth schedule, the governor submits an annual report to. Who has the power to declare any area as a scheduled area? Which body advises the president on matters related to the welfare of scheduled tribes in the state? Which constitutional amendment added Article 244A?